welcome to Truth in Life Tarot. In this video, we are going to find out what spells you should do. So if there's a situation going on and you are wondering if you should light a spell or create some sort of jar or do any kind of magic, this is the reading for you. So in this reading, things are a bit different. I changed up my layout a bit. So this is pile 1. And these cards, I don't know what these cards are. I shuffled them and these are the cards that came out. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So each pile will have a different tarot deck, same as usual. The only thing that's different about this reading is that I will have more oracle cards. Each tarot deck has like a witchy theme to it, and instead of choosing a tarot deck, you are choosing one of these making magic cards. So again, this is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. The timestamps are going to be down below. Let's go. Hi pile 1. So if you guys chose this first one, which I know they all look alike from the back, and I'll flip this over at the end, but if you guys chose pile 1, then this is your reading. So right off the bat, there's like a strong individualization feeling here, like, and you guys actually got an element. So you got the wind element, and you have kind of like a love vibe going on here. So for some of you guys, the spell that you guys would need is like kind of like a pick-me-up type of spell, or a spell to help you manage everything that's going on right now, because you have the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. And this could be about balancing burdens. Like you don't have a good grasp on how to spend this much time on this and this much time on that, and how to get it all done within a timely manner. So for your tarot cards, you got the World, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords reversed, the Ace of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. For your oracle cards, you have Lust, Dust, Charms for Love, Artemis, Individuation, the Mystical Shaman, and Wind. So I feel like you guys, some of you do have a lot on your plate. Like it's kind of like you have the world on your shoulders. Oh, you have 2. Oh, it's actually, I said you had 1 element, but technically this definitely counts as another one all on its own. So air and fire are the elements that came out for this reading. And the 2 strongest like kind of topics for the spell that you should do is love and, how do you phrase it? It's like when you need, it's like a pick-me-up. It's like when you just need like an extra boost. I guess you can call it booster work to boost like any other spells you may have going on. So for some of you, if you don't have like if you don't do general altar work to kind of boost the spells on that particular altar, you may want to consider that. You may want it to be a candle or incense or some sort of fire and air magic. So yeah, with the world, I definitely feel like you guys could have a lot going on. You could not, because you only have one pentacle card, and it's the Two of Pentacles, which is about unbalance. So it's possible that you're not grounded in your duties, in the things that you are supposed to do. You could just have a lot to do, and you just haven't had time for all of it yet. Because with this Ten of Swords reversed, I feel like it's like you may know that the burden is there, but it's not like you haven't. It's like you're still kind of down, like you haven't really moved from that spot. That's what I'm getting. Like with these two cards combined in this reading, it's like even though you know that there's a lot to do, you haven't really found a way to step forward in a meaningful way yet. Or it's not that it's not a meaningful way, it's that it doesn't solve all your problems. Like maybe you solved one or two problems, but you still have a lot to do. And the Ace of Wands, of course, that's about like the new beginning of inspiration, creativity, passion. Which, yeah, so some of you probably will, like the first thing you guys probably will reach for is fire magic. You could have, you could be very good at fire magic or air magic. So you also have Artemis individuation. So Artemis is, like when I think of Artemis, I think of like a badass warrior. I actually kind of think of like a gentler but no less badass version of Xena the warrior princess sometimes when I think of Artemis. And that's probably just because they're like kind of from the same pantheon. I know Xena probably isn't a goddess, at least not that I know of, but yeah, that's what I think of. And then you have like the mystical shaman and wind. So I'm actually gonna look up the mystical shaman because I feel like this card is just about owning your own magic. But let me see if I can get some more insight here. Okay, is this more than one? Oh, this is a long one. Okay, so for the essence, it says this is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. Yes. So you guys can manifest. Like I feel like for you guys manifesting it, like you may have, some of you guys aren't newbies. Like some of you guys just kind of know that like that you can manifest. You just have to like ground yourself and actually take the time to do it. Which if it's easier, you can start with like a booster spell to like help you with that, and then go on to each individual thing, like to just kind of give you a boost. And that booster spell could be anything from like putting intention in your tea in the morning, putting the intention in your water. It could be like the simplest things that can help you to get back on track when you're like scattered to the wind. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or to become too attached to the experience. Yes, so a part of manifesting is to put your intentions out there and then just let it go and not be too attached to it. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. Okay, so for you guys, that was a pretty clear message. Like you got like the manifestations that you want, you have to be free from expectation, and you can't be in the energy of wanting it. Actually, let me go to these first. Okay, so from the Practical Witch spell deck, that is a mouthful. You got Lust Dust, and this says nowadays you can buy body glitter almost anywhere, whether it is baby powder, a body glitter, or an edible honey dust sold by the inimitable Kama Sutra company. Get the powder that feels comfortable on your body and add the following to it: 1 drop of amber oil, 1 drop of vanilla oil, 1 teaspoon of lotus root powder, and 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon. Stir or shake and let dry out before stirring again. Stand naked and gently rub the powder all over your body all day or night. Your skin will feel tingly and ever so slightly warm. Notice the interested glances wherever you go. Okay, so wow. Okay, so this is for like glamour spells. So yeah, because I was getting like a love, I would say love, I would say self-love or beauty, because for the back of the deck energy, you did get Helen of Troy, beauty. Yeah. So that was interesting. So that was just about like kind of having a glow up. So for some of you, it's like your glow up can't fully happen until you clear out like this other stuff that's in the way. And then you have charms for love. Another charm for luck and love is to take 7 tiny rose quartz stones and put them in your windowsill during the full moon for 7 hours. Then pick up the stones and while holding them in the palm of your hand, speak this wish spell aloud. Luck be quick, luck be kind, and by lucky 7, good luck will be mine. Blessed be. Okay. So that's definitely for those of you who want love to come in. Some of you could be in the mindset of you don't like you want love to come in, but you're kind of holding on too strong to it, and it could be distracting, which kind of falls into like what I was saying earlier about how like you're not balanced at this moment. Some of you could be all in your head about what you want in terms of noticing. Like it could be kind of self-love, but I feel like it's more attention from someone else for a lot of you. But for some of you, it is definitely the self. Like some of you want like traditional beauty. Like it's like the sense that it's not that I'm not feeling like low self-esteem per se, but I feel like some of you want traditional beauty. Like you want what everyone else has. Like you got like the ancient ones and the Hierophant. Like, so there's something about, and this is like a smaller aspect of this reading, but there is something about almost like tradition or normalcy. Is that the word? Yeah. So let's see your Making Magic Oracle card. What is this? Self-confidence. Oh my God. Okay. Self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. Okay. So for more of you, it is definitely a kind of self-love type of thing. And some of you want the, it's like you want that kind of Queen of Pentacles vibe or that Empress vibe, but you want it like all for yourself. Like it's not something that, not that you don't want another person, but you kind of see its worth on its own with or without another person. And if you can't have another person at this time, then some of you definitely do want that, you just want that self-love to yourself, like for yourself. For the back of the deck, I'm just going to call this the Witch's deck. You got Wednesday Wisdom, which, so Wednesday, Woden's Day, Odin's Day. That is all about wisdom, and it's about knowledge, learning. Yeah, so it's like learning how to be your best self, learning how to let the things that you want come to you. So this card says, for abundant blessings or spiritual enlightenment, burn a white candle anointed with lavender oil on your altar during a waning moon. On Woden's Day, Wednesday, place a single white rose in water and lay a bundle of dried white sage beside rose incense. Light the incense, then take the sage bundle, light the end, and pass the smoke over your altar to smudge the space. Chant, may grace be bestowed upon thy spirit, and so it is by magic sealed. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, Pile 1. If you like that reading and if it resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Share your stories if you have any. Let me know how this resonated with you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye. Hi, Pal 2. So for you guys, right off the bat, I feel like I'm getting some sort of like cleansing or healing work for the spell that you guys should do next. So for your tarot cards, you have the Seven of Wands, the Tower in reverse, the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords in reverse, and then for your oracle cards, you have Nuit, Expansiveness, the Holy Mountain, Sweet Dream Spell, Honey Love Tonic, Candle Calm. So, like with your tarot cards, I feel like you guys may have been feeling defensive lately. Like maybe you've been having really bad dreams. Because the back of the deck, you got the Nine of Swords, and then you have another card about dreams here. So you guys could have been kind of battling some demons lately. You even have the Five of Swords, which is about like, it's kind of like, it could be like victory with the cost, but it's definitely like a kind of attacker energy. Like, not necessarily attacker, it's just like, it's not, like in this deck, it's just like, so it's like an angel coming down, like taking two swords from a skull. So it's like the battle's already over, and this is what's left of it. And then you have Expansiveness, Candle Calm. So I feel like the spell that you guys should do, for one, like some sort of clearing or cleansing spell, possibly a protective spell as well. I feel like, so you guys could also, okay, so maybe it's like for a spell for like for good things to come in, because I feel like you guys may have been unintentionally blocking your own blessings, because like with this mountain, and the Seven of Wands, I feel like there's like a wall here, but it's not, you may have contributed to this wall without knowing it. And then it's right next to expansiveness, which you can't expand if like there's like a barrier there. So let me read your I'm gonna call these the witch cards. It's like it's from the Practical Witch spell deck, but that's a lot to say. Like every single time. And sometimes I even mess up and say like witch spell deck. But anyway, here's what the Sweet Dream spell says. Restful and deep sleep is one way to ensure your own good health. Take a pink satin pillow and stuff it with well-mixed dried rose petals, bergamot, eucalyptus, and woolly thyme. Sew it with purple thread, and before the final stitch, whisper, I call upon the powers of the night to watch over me, to hear my heart's desire, and bring me what my soul requires. Blessings to one and all. Knot the final stitch 3 times. Place the pillow inside your pillowcase and kiss the pillow. Okay, and then you got Honey Love Tonic. Boil 1 pint of spring water, place into your favorite crockery teapot, and half an ounce of any one of the following herbs: rosemary, mugwort, yarrow, or thyme. Steep for 10 minutes and strain with a non-metallic strainer. Cheesecloth is great, or try an inexpensive bamboo strainer. Sweeten with a little honey. I recommend clover honey because you get the added benefits of clover's lucky powers. Sip this brew while relaxing. So a part of like what's going to calm you guys down, because you guys have a lot of kind of chaotic energy, or like messy energy. Like even if it's not chaotic in the way that you would normally think of it, it's definitely not like in order, not calm. So for you guys, you may benefit from like, are they called tea spells? It's pretty much just like making it a part of your daily ritual to like have a cup of tea, and while you're like putting the water in and the tea and the honey or whatever, you're speaking your intentions. You're saying, may I have good dreams. Like you're saying like, or if you're starting your day, you're saying like that you're gonna have a good day, that you're confident, or whatever the case may be. It's like for every cup of tea. I guess it's more of a water spell, because you can do that. You don't need to have tea to do that. It's just like the extra herbs and the honey will add it's like it'll add more power to it. But you can really just do that with water, because water holds properties as well. Water holds energy. So that might be something that you feel called to do. It might be something you want to try out. You also have Candle Calm. Create a week of blissful and composed calm with the following spell. On Sunday evening, anoint a purple candle with vanilla essential oil. Place the candle on your altar beside a vase of purple flowers. Sit in front of a window when twilight begins, and when the sun is completely gone, light the candle and chant. I release care, stress, and worry. I am the mountain. Wow. The river, the tree, the grass, and the moon. I receive my strength from nature, and she is my center. Tomorrow and the next, all gladness will enter, harm to none, only good. So you guys may like, so for some of you who are into yoga, or like are looking to expand your morning routine, or really even your bedtime routine, there's actually a yoga pose called mountain. Actually, I think there's one called tree as well. So that's just like what this card mentions. And also going out into nature might be good for you as well. That could be part of like your calming, kind of like the calming, clearing, and cleansing work that you have to do. Because there is a lot that you guys need to release here, to clear out, to make room for the new. Let's see here. And I'm actually going to look at the book for Nuit. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's time to think big. You are a star in your own right. There are unlimited possibilities. It is fine not knowing every detail before proceeding. Mystery is a natural part of life. Okay, so some of you like aren't that sure about yourself. Like some of you may have different things going on and you're not sure how to proceed, or maybe you just don't think that you're capable of doing the things that you want to do. So this is a call to allow yourself to expand, clear away all the clutter, clear away anything you may have to be defensive about. Put it aside, not necessarily ignore it, because that may be something that you have to come back to. You do have a lot of defensiveness cards here, so it may be something that you need to do shadow work on, but still clear it out. It's like put it out of the way so that you can allow yourself to get the things that you want, so you can allow yourself to move forward in the way that you want to move forward. And let me see what your Making Magic Oracle card was. Sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Wow. So some of you are really going after something big, something that is a big deal for you, because it involves like being seen in a certain way. It involves some sort of fame or fortune. It could be just more prosperity, but it's definitely something that's a big deal to you. Because you have the sun card, you have the sun here as well. And that's, yeah, like right behind his head, there's the sun. So, wow. And for the back of the deck energy, for these oracle decks, you got the Sorcerer, Pomona, Plenty, and we did we talk? No, we talked about this, we didn't talk about this. Okay, so this card says Space Clearing Incense. This is an optional mixture of essence to purify your home or sacred working space. Negative energies are vanquished and the path is cleared for ritual. Gather the following, place them in a bowl, and grind them gently together. 1 part sandalwood, 3 parts crumbled dried sage leaves, 3 parts copal, 3 parts frankincense. Place the ground mixture in your ceramic incense burner or a censer and light the mixture. Open windows and doors when you are burning this clearing incense so the bad energy can be released outside. It is also advisable to use this clearing incense if there have been any arguments or illnesses in your household. Okay, so for the spell that you guys should do, possibly Blockbuster, maybe Cut and Clear. You could just do like kind of a house cleansing and protection spell, or you could just like sprinkle like these things like in your everyday life. Like for example, you don't have to take a cleansing bath every day. Like you could just make yourself a mixture, like a cleansing mixture that you boil and you like put your herbs in and stuff, and then you put it in like a spray bottle and you can like just spray yourself in the shower. Like after you clean yourself, you would cleanse yourself with that and then like rinse off, and imagine everything just like going, like kind of flowing off of you down to the drain. That's another way to like get rid of negative energy. If you don't want to do something like, because all these require like a lot of ingredients, so if you don't want to do all of that, there are very simple spells on YouTube for cleansing baths. Also, like, so once you clear that out, another spell that you might want to do is, I'm getting the color like orange and yellow, so that may be the color candles that are associated with the spell, but definitely like some kind of energy work, because it's like to put your energy toward the manifestation. Trying to think of the word. It's like, I guess it'll really depend on each particular individual. Like if you, let's say for example, what you want is to become more noticeable in the workplace, so you would kind of tailor it to that. But the colors yellow and orange are kind of standing out, so even if you would normally do like a green candle for that spell, you may want to incorporate those colors, or white, because white is a universal color. You can use it for everything. But definitely first clear out the negative energy that is currently in your aura, in your area, in your space. Normally when the Tower card is upright, it's about like you are the one to serve, like, you are the one, how did they phrase it? You are the one to serve as a catalyst for change. That was how I remembered this card. And the whole point is that when like this tower crumbles, there's obviously a mess, but it can be cleared away for something new. So you guys aren't at that stage yet. You guys are kind of at the defensive stage. So this is a call to definitely pay attention to what you're clearing out so that you can expand. And you even got like plenty here. So like, yeah, like allow yourself to be open to plenty. Allow the path to be clear. So road opener, blockbuster spell, like those kinds of spells. I think that's all I have for you, pal, too. If that helped or if that resonated at all, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Let me know if you like this new setup or if it doesn't matter. I know there's like only a few of you. There's only a few of us in this little party right now. But if it matters at all that I changed up my setup and I'm doing the readings with this kind of backdrop where you can see more cards and you can see the back of the decks, let me know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So you guys got a lot of cards about, it's like patience and almost like distraction. So for your tarot cards, you got the Lovers reverse, the Three of Pentacles, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and Temperance. And for your Oracle cards, you got the Giving Tree, Katesh, Pleasure, Completion, the Rainmaker, Upper World, and the Drum. So some of you may, because the Lovers reverse was the first to come out, so it makes me think that some of you may have given too much of your energy to a connection or some sort of major decision that isn't panning out the way you thought it would. So some of you, this is definitely a call to focus on like what makes you happy and like any other projects you may have going on. Because you have the Three of Pentacles and you have Pleasure here. You also have the Two of Pentacles and Temperance. So these cards are making me think that what is for you will come to you. You just have to, it's like you have to distract yourself. Like you have to get your mind into the other, kind of like the other areas that it needs to be in. And right now you may have been balancing both. Like you may have been balancing the thing that you want that hasn't come in yet with the things that you can just like work on, like just different projects. And I feel like some of you aren't that far from your goal. Like some of you are just like, you're looking at it too much. It's like that quote, a watched pot never boils, or something. Like, that's what I think of, like, with all these cards. Because you got the Wheel of Fortune and completion. So that makes me think like the wheel is going to turn in your favor. It's just not, it's in its own time. Yeah. So you guys have, like, you want what you want and you want it now, but it's going to come in its own time. And in the meantime, don't kind of let your other projects sit on the back burner. Like, give them your energy as well. So for the spells that you guys should do, I would say I'm getting like a slight clearing spell vibe, like if only just to like clear away the kind of cloud of distraction that you may be currently in right now. But I'm also getting just like spells for things that you may not have done a spell for yet, like things that you have not purposefully put your intention out there for yet. So that's what you should be doing your spell work on. So if you have, some of you guys do have like other projects, like other things that require your attention, or other things that you want to give your attention to. Some of you may have, I keep saying projects because I'm thinking of like almost like experiments. Like I'm thinking of like just things that you do that don't have, like, they're not guaranteed that you'll, like, it's just like a hobby. Like, you're not going to make any money off it. It's just something that you want to do for fun. That's where your energy should be going now. And as far as spell work goes, like, so let's say like you're trying to get better at playing an instrument, so you can do like a learning spell, or you can like create a sigil that you can put on your music stand to help with learning and concentration and stuff like that. There are actually, like, I've heard some really good stories about students using sigils. So that might be something you want to look into if you're if one of the things that you should be putting your energy into is learning. And Katesh is all about pleasure. Like, she's all about having, like, kind of seeking the pleasure. I feel like it's almost seeking the pleasure in anything. Let me get the book. It's been a while since I read that one. I'm going to actually go to the page. I just wanted to see what the little thing said. Sumerian and Egyptian goddess of pleasure. Okay. So let me go. Okay. Pleasure should be made a priority. Actively seek it. Do not forget what makes you happy. Become more aware of the obstacles to your own pleasure. Yeah, so that's something is in the way of your own pleasure here. Like, you guys aren't in the best of headspaces right now, and you're being called to have patience as far as the thing that you want to manifest, but it hasn't come in yet. And also pay attention to what you like, what gives you joy, what sparks joy. For the back of the deck energy of that same deck of the Goddess and Sirens deck, you got Nuit's expansiveness, which is interesting because this card actually came out in Part 2. So you guys also got the Upper World and the Rainmaker. So with the Upper World, this is about your headspace. This is also about spirituality. It's about as above, so below, like making sure that both, like the 3D and the 5D are kind of where you want them to be in terms of your energy. Like, are you constantly looking for something that you don't have? Are you constantly in that wanting energy? Because you should kind of train yourself to be in the energy. Oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. train yourself to be in the energy of that you already have it, and that's kind of like a part of the pleasure that you should be exploring in a way, because once you're in that energy, it's like it will bring you pleasure because you won't feel like you're without, if that makes any sense. With the Rainmaker, I'm getting more of the sense that it's kind of like that cleansing thing that I was talking about earlier, but it's also about, how do I phrase it? Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab the book on that too. So that is 42. Okay. The Rainmaker is the master of manifestation who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, there it is, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When this power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that is dormant in the fields and in people's hearts spring to life again. So when you cleanse away that which does not serve you, you are kind of inherently making room for like the flowers to bloom. You're making room for everything that you want that has its roots to come forth. Or you can start planting if you haven't already. Some of you may be into earth magic. That may be something you want to look into. So that's like, I mean, that can be like a whole lot of things, but probably the most common and possibly the easiest way to do that is through crystals and plants. And for the drum, I feel like this is about like, I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand with this pleasure card. It's like making the best, like finding the pleasure in everything, like making the best out of a situation. But I am going to get the book so you guys can see what the book has to say. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through the branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. Okay. So it's kind of like manifesting through, I was going to say through the beat of the drum, but it's like, I mean, that's not true. But I really feel like it's tied to being open, like being yourself. And when you are yourself, when you are open, it's like you're having fun, like you have that pleasure in you, and it's more easier to manifest because you will be like in that stage where you're like as above so below, like you won't feel like you don't have anything, like you'll be in that high vibration to call forth what you want to call forth. So the giving tree says in Celtic lore, I feel like it's Celtic lore, I don't know. They were called wishing trees. The Taoists refer to them as winning trees. Plant one in your yard or pot one for your home or office. Choose from among these magical trees to trust your intuition in arboreal matters. Cherry for romance, peach for love magic, willow for healing and broken hearts, apple for divination and spell work, oak for strength and lust, olive for peace, aspen for sensitivity, and eucalyptus for purification. Wow. So some of you, for some of you, like the other projects are like, it could be actually money related. Like maybe you want to transform this hobby into a hobby into a job. Like maybe you want to go forth with that. So this is helpful for anyone who wants to work with earth magic, because you have like different plants here: cherry, peach, willow, apple, oak, olive, aspen, or eucalyptus. You can also use these essential oils. A lot of teas have these ingredients in them. So you can definitely use this as a guide if you want to. Because I feel like that's actually a really good idea, to plant, to have something in your home or have something in your workspace that not only does it grow, like not only do you see it growing every day, but it represents something to you. So if you have like a money tree on your prosperity altar and you see it grow, that's going to help your mindset more. That's going to be like, okay, my prosperity, even if you don't make more when it grows from the time that you actually got the plant or planted that plant, it's still a good representation. It's still a good visual to have on your money altar or your prosperity altar, because it'll keep your vibration up, and you'll be less likely to kind of fall back on that wanting energy. So let's see what your making magic card was. You got Awen, 3 ways of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. Okay. So for some of you, you could have been in like that go, go, go energy, or some of you are in more like a receptive feminine energy. So this is a call to balance them out so that you can have a good, it's like you'll be in alignment, you'll be in harmony, you'll have equal masculine and feminine energies in your aura, and that way you won't be like, you'll be less likely to be stuck, and you can have more pleasure in life. You'll be able to enjoy things more, because when you're in one energy too much, it tends to be like kind of, it's like almost like a cloud. Like if you're in the male energy too much, it's like, okay, I have to do this and that, I have to go. If you're in the feminine energy too much, you could just be like kind of waiting and being more open to compromise, like when you shouldn't, like maybe you should go a little bit more. So you definitely want to find that peace and harmony and combine the two so that you can like get the most out of life. So that was the most interesting, like kind of intricate reading I've had so far. If you like that, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below and let me know how it resonated. And let me know if you like this setup, because I have, like, this is the first time I'm doing just the table, and it gives me more space to film. I can put more cards on here, and you guys can actually see the back of the deck energies. Actually, let me, because I kind of skimmed over this, but let me read you this back of the deck energy. So the expansiveness, we talked about that. The ancient ones, so the ancient ones, and not to skim over it, but it's like I guess you could say it's kind of like traditions, or kind of like doing things not the old-fashioned way, like kind of like the tried and true way. Like there's for some of you, this could be root work. Like for some of you, like maybe your ancestors did root work and you wanted to learn to get into that. But for some of you, it's definitely more like what feels natural. And we kind of barely touched this Magician card. So the Magician card is about like manifesting, like in this case, in this reading, it's like manifesting naturally. Like don't just like candles constantly go, like set your intention, kind of leave it alone for a while and distract yourself with your other projects and trust that it will come to you. So for the back of the deck energy, you got Sweet Dream Spell. I believe it was Pile 2 that got this one as well. But it was actually a card that I pulled. So this says restful and deep sleep is one way to ensure your own good health. Take a pink satin pillow and stuff it with well mixed dried rose petals, bergamot, eucalyptus, and woolly thyme. Sew it with purple thread, and before the final stitch, whisper, I call upon the powers of the night to watch over me, to hear my heart's desire and bring me what my soul requires. Blessings to all and one. Not the final stitch 3 times. Place the pillow inside your pillowcase and kiss the pillow. So now I've gone over everything. I didn't want to like miss anything out, because even though like in my mind I kind of skimmed over or covered everything, I just wanted you guys to actually, you know what everything here was. So if you like that video, or this pile rather, please give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. So when I was pulling some of your oracle cards, some of them like took a long time to come out, and some of them just like kind of jumped out of the deck. So yeah, when I was pulling from this shaman, this mystical shaman deck, at first I didn't see the cards that I pulled out. Well, I saw like the top one, but when I thought of lightning, I thought of Thor, and then you guys got thunder, which also made me think of Thor, and also expansiveness, which also kind of makes me think of Thor now again in this context. So I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe some of you want to work with Thor, or you want to look into the Norse mythology. But for your tarot cards, you got the Daughter of Knives, which is the Knight of Swords. You've got the Five of Swords. Both of them are in reverse. You have Dr. Grant, which is the Hermit, and you have Miss Ida, which is the High Priestess. For your oracle cards, you have the Muses, Inspiration, Knew It, Expansiveness, Thunder, Pachamama, I wonder how you pronounce that, the Witness, and the Owl. You also have On This Rise with Rose. Okay. So you guys are the closest deck, the closest pile that kind of comes close to saying don't do anything yet. It's more like saying it's kind of like a go inside yourself shadow work type of message that I'm getting here. Even if it's not shadow work, I feel like there is some sort of inner work you have to do. Like even if it's just like some kind of realization that you come to about yourself or your situation, because both the Knight and the Five of Swords are reversed. So that's definitely saying to not take any kind of drastic action. And it's also saying to like be careful with your words, like be careful with your thoughts as well. Your thoughts especially can sneak up on you and create a spiral of kind of energy that you don't want to be in. So that's something to look out for. for your oracle cards, so the owl is also about like kind of going within as well, because the owls are all about wisdom. You got the muses, which that's interesting to me because it's about inspiration. So when you kind of go into that like I was about to say 9 of cups, but I was really thinking of the hermit. When you go into like that hermit mode, you might be able to like find inspiration there. Like you may be able to actually see how you can expand in a way, like it's like you're expanding your mind. It's like you're like the inspiration that you will have is less physical and more 5D, more mental. So for your On the Rise with Rose card, it says, if you want to jumpstart your life and bring about positive change, tap into the power of rose and red stones. Stones of this color spectrum contain life's energy and can help you become more motivated, energetic, and vibrant. Wear this list of rosy and red stones or place them on your desk and throughout your home for an instant boost. Alexandrite, carnelian, garnet, red coral, red jasper, rhyolite, rose jasper, and ruby. So that's all about, so the red color is corresponds with the root chakra. So that's about being grounded, and it's kind of like the first, like the base chakra. So it's like, who are you? Like, what are you? I was going to say, what do you want? But it's more of like the who are you kind of chakra. Like, that's always what I think of when it comes to that. Like, what is your base? What is your foundation? What makes you who you are? So for you guys, I feel like you guys have like this dormant kind of spark within you that you haven't really explored yet. You haven't really given a whole lot of attention to yet. And for your manifestations that you've already like kind of put out there, like for your intentions that you've already put out there, this is saying to have faith that it will come in. So some of you, I feel like there's like, it's not a lot of you, like maybe like, I don't know, like it's a small amount of you, like you haven't really let go of your wants. Like you don't really have faith that they will come in. Like you're kind of worried about them. And it could be what's kind of keeping you in this spiral. It could be like what's keeping you from really looking within. It's like this weird barrier for some of you. Let me see. I actually want to look up this number 40, the Pachamama. Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creations in our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. I'm going to read the medicine too. You still believe that you have been cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering. Let go of that old myth and realize that you were given the garden to rejoice in and to become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honor all life. Wow. So you guys, you got two cards about grounding here. So some of you, yeah, you do have a lot of thought cards. Like some of you, you got the two sword cards in reverse, and then you have the, oh, bumped the camera, sorry. And then you have the Hermit, which is all about contemplation and going within, and also the High Priestess, which of course is all about intuition and also contemplation and kind of looking beyond the veil, even if it's beyond like your own veil, like just going deeper within yourself. And then you have like the owl here. So yeah, you guys should definitely maybe meditate more. Yeah, definitely meditation, possibly with music. I'm getting like with music, some sort of like maybe the frequency binaural beats that you can find on YouTube. Something like that would really help you. Actually, so for this witness card, I'm going to look it up in the book. So I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand with the Pachamama card, where you kind of like, you may be in the energy of like seeing others kind of get their blessings, and like you're kind of, you know that good things can happen, like kind of miracles can happen, so to speak, but you don't necessarily feel that it can happen for you, or you may feel kind of like it's passing you by in a way. Let's see, 64. So this is one of the last. Oh, that is the last card. Let's see. Now I'm just curious, like if this is the last card of the deck. Oh my gosh. Okay. The witness observes without engaging in any action. By cultivating inner stillness, we are able to assess any situation from a higher perspective and make better decisions. When we can be present for someone else's difficulties with stillness, then we are able to truly hear them and give better advice. Sometimes we can be so still that we are a mirror for the other. Then, through our presence, they receive their own answers. So, for some of you, this is about, this is like a call to look at yourself through that lens, like to look at yourself through what, kind of like what's happening around you and what you've gone through. It could also be a call to kind of serve others in that way, to help them out by being, it's like by being their person to talk to, by being their mirror, and then they will find their own answers. So you guys could be an inspiration to others, or this could be a call to be an inspiration to others. So yeah, this pile is definitely like the least witchy of the piles I've had so far. So, oh, we didn't talk about this. Gotta make sure I haven't missed anything. So this says Moon Magic Money Bath. This spell is most effective if practiced during the new moon or a full moon Thursday night. Pour green apple or jasmine essential oil into running bath water and bathe by the light of a single green candle. Close your eyes and meditate on your true desires. What does your personal prosperity mean to you? Wow, okay. I wasn't done reading. But the reason why this I said wow was because Thor is all about luck and prosperity, and also protection. But that, like, as soon as I read that, I was just like, Thor. So I don't know who this is for, but Thor. Okay. Focus on what does personal prosperity mean to you. Focus on the candle flame while whispering, here and now, my intention is set. New luck will be mine and all needs will be met. With harm to none and plenty for all, blessed be to thee and me. And for the back of deck energy for your tarot cards, you got the Father of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. So that is definitely a grounded energy. That is the energy of a person who has amassed prosperity, wealth. They are in the right mindset. They're like in this completion kind of mindset where they are content. So that's where you guys want to be. You guys definitely want to be not like in this like go getter energy, but you want to have the right foundation. You want to have the right mindset, and that'll help you to get the other things that you're trying to manifest. Last but not least, let's check out your Making Magic cards. So the first one you got is Spirit, Heavenly Assistance from Your Angels and Guides. Oh my God, I'm just saying, we were talking about Thor from the get-go. I'm just saying. And then you got Healing, True Healing of the Mind, Body, and Soul. Okay. Also, this could be a call for, like, some of you may have been wanting to get into deity work in general. So heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. I mean, we have the muses here. We have Nuit. We have Joan d'Arc, Faith, Thor. Archangel Michael comes to mind. Odin comes to mind as well. You could want to work with a beauty goddess like Oshun or Freya. I know most of the deities I named were of Norse mythology, but I'm just working with what came to me. And yeah, so you get true healing of the mind, body, and soul. So yeah, this is definitely about alignment and asking for help if you need it. And that doesn't necessarily mean from like deities or like archangels. It could be anyone. It could be a friend. Like with this card, you're like there's like a call to share, like communicate and share with other people. I think that's all I have for you, Pal 4. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below on this new format I'm trying. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if it's distracting to see like the back of the deck cards with the cards that I actually drew, or if you don't care either way. But this format does give me more space, so that's why I wanted to try it out. So yeah, please comment down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye.